never cease to amaze me. Look how beautiful they are. So, welcome back to the channel, lovely people. Pots and Petals here. Today is just a quick video on some of the squash varieties that I'm going to be sowing today for 2023. Got some new ones and a couple of staples. But yeah, just a quick video today because it's cold down here on the allotment. I'm hoping that the sun's going to pop out, otherwise it's just going to be a quick visit. So let's get cracking. Right, we've just popped into the polyhouse because it is bitter out there. So these are the squash varieties that I'm growing this year. We've got a couple of favourites that I grow every year, but we've also got some new ones. I have scaled back this year. I'm used to doing about 10 different varieties, not many plants, 2 or 3 per plant, but it's just getting a bit ridiculous. So I'll scale back to just 5, and I'll probably do 2 or 3 plants for each one. But yeah, let's just have a quick look through the different squash that I'm growing this year. So we'll start with one of my favourites, Uchiki Kuri. It's a Japanese squash with a reddy orange skin. Now on the picture it does look quite orange, but it can go quite red. Perfect for if there's just one of you, because the fruits are quite small compared to your standard pumpkins and some of your butternut squashes. But if there's just the 1 or 2 of you, then absolutely perfect size. I use them for sweet and savoury dishes, so I think that is a really good squash to go for if it's your first year growing squashes. They store really well. You have to harden them off, but yeah, they last well into the following year. So I'd definitely recommend a Uchiki Kuri. I've got a few seeds here, so we'll plant quite a few. We'll give some away if there's too many. But yeah, I'd definitely go for a Uchiki Kuri. That is a staple in our house. Another firm favourite, the butternut squash. I've never done butterfly before. I've always had the Waltham one. So this will be a new one. It's an F1, so I won't be able to save the seed. But yeah, we'll give this a go. Again, they do quite well here. I have a mixture of size of fruits, but I normally get quite a few on them. They store really well, a good butternut, well into the following year. Again, you can use that sweet and savoury. I'd probably say more savoury than sweet, but yeah, that's a really good one to go for. So these are 2 new ones this year, both from Thompson & Morgan. We've got the mashed potato squash, oh, and we've also got the baked potato squash. I don't know whether they're the same plant and they've just given them different names. I'm not too sure. So this is going to be a new one for me this year. I've seen other people grow it. It's meant to have the same texture as a potato, just with a lot less carbohydrates and more fibre. So great for the waistline. So we'll be giving them a go this year. Like I say, not done them before, so I don't know how well they'll do, but certainly give them a try, guys. And then finally we have got Marina Di Choggia. Again, I haven't tried this before. I did try a grey blue Russian squash last year. Got 2 massive size squashes, which just wasn't very practical when it came to storing them, cutting them up, eating them, because once you've cut into a squash you sort of need to use it quite quickly. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know how big the actual fruit get, but from seeing other people's videos they are quite big. But it's the really bright orange flesh on the inside with the grey blue skin with the contrast. Just looks really beautiful. So that's the main reason why I'm doing this one this year. And I've never done Frankie seeds before, so that's a first. we'll give them a go this year. So what I'll do next is I won't take you through planting each different variety. They all get planted the same, but we'll just plant some up, and I'll give you some tips to get the best germination from your squash. Okay, so let's sow some squash seeds. Now I've already got some sieved compost here. Doesn't matter too much because these seedlings aren't as small and diddy as your previous ones, like your brassicas and so on. So don't worry too much if you can't sieve your compost. Just make sure that there isn't no big chunks of bark or just any matter, so just break it up as best you can. Now you still want to firm this down to make sure the seedling's got a nice stable bed to germinate those roots into. So once you've filled it up like this, just go in and press around. Make sure not too hard, but enough pressure just to pack that down. That does help that when you pull the plant out, when you're ready to plant, that it all stays together and all the soil doesn't fall apart. So it is important. So let's start with Marina Di Choggia. I'll only go through one lot because you plant them all the same anyway. So this is my first lot of seeds from Frankie's. So we'll see how these are, how they go. So let's just open them up. If we can get into it. There we go. Oh, okay. So they must be quite large size fruits. So I'm going to put it on the side. Oh, let's do it this way. On the side like that, rather than flat like that. Okay, so you want it to be on the side. That is to stop the seed from rotting in the compost. It's all to do with the surface area. So like that, with the water coming down, there's more surface area and it's more likely to rot. Whereas sideways, there's less surface area for that to sit on, and it's less likely to rot. So we'll just plant one in each module. You might want to do two per module, just in case one doesn't germinate, but I've always had quite good results with pumpkins and squashes, so I'm fine with just one. So all those seeds are in there. Then all we need to do really is just cover them back up. So your pumpkins and your squashes are very hungry plants. So when you do come to planting them out, dig a nice hole, add some manure, some bloodfish and bone, just any general feed to get that plant really going, because they are very hungry. Right, so once you've done that, as always, you've just got to water them in. I'll pop them in the polyhouse where it's a little bit warmer, just until they start to germinate, and then once they've grown their true leaves, their first two seedling leaves, then their true leaf, then they'll be ready to go out. But I'll wait until it gets a little bit warmer before we do that. So I'm now going to go through and do the other 4 varieties in the same pots, and I'll just do one per module, and that should be plenty of squash for this year, and probably even some to be given away. Let's get to it. That's the squash seeds watered in. I ended up with 2 trays of Uchiki Kuri because they are my favourite. And and then we've just got one of each for all the others. I am intrigued to see the difference between the mashed potato and the baked potato, not only just in taste, flavour and texture, but also whether the plants are any different. So I'll keep you updated on that. So these will germinate over the next 2 weeks. Sometimes they can be pretty quick if the temperature's right, but they'll be up in a week or two, ready to plant out probably in a month, 6 weeks. I want it to be nice and warm before these go out, so I'm in no rush. Plus I'll probably need a couple of beds, so we'll need to get some things out of the ground before some of these go in. I could always do another set of sowings later in the year if I need to, but I think that'll be plenty. Just need the weather to warm up now to get these guys going. But whilst we've got you, the brassicas that I done the other day, they're now starting to pop up. I need to get these lettuce out because they're ready. The cosmos, they're being attacked by slugs, so I think I need to get some of these out. The pot marigolds, they're alright to go out because they're pretty hardy. I just worry about the cosmos. And then I will take you to see the last little tray of seedlings. So these have been decimated by the slugs, if you can see down there. So there's some flowers, I'll get them out just to stop the slugs from attacking them in here. It doesn't mean they won't get attacked out there, but it's worth a try because I do like these sunflowers. So that will be my next job to do. And this is, well, these are the beds that the squash are going to go into. So we should be able to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll pop 5, 6 in there. Those leeks will be out at some point. So 7, 8, and I'm sure we can find some room in some of the other beds, but this is mainly going to be where the squash are going to go this year. So I weeded this out the other week. I have got to do that bed over there, but I am going to wait for those leeks to flower, ready for the bees, because the bees do like those allium flowers. So yeah, all I need to do is get some well rotted manure, some bloodfish and bone, ready for when I plant them out. But like I say, that will be for another month or so before I start worrying about that. Just a quick video today, guys. Thank you for tuning in again. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and like and all that good stuff, and I'll see you again soon for another video down the plot. So take care, guys, have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.